What's up, old guys? What's good, man? Let me just move this over here because, I'm just trying to do some things. What's popping though? How are you guys living today? I'm doing pretty good, y'all. Didn't know. I'm doing pretty solid, pretty Gucci. We are in this thing. I'm just going through shoes that I have to sell. So I was like, I might as well get back on stream with y'all and chat with y'all like we did the other day, since y'all seem to be cool with that. Hopefully everything sounds okay. Let me know in the stream. Does it look okay? Let me know. Let me know. Ah! Yep. That's the sound of shit falling all over the place, bruh. That's why. Sweet. Sounds all good? Cool, cool. I'm just going through all these sneakers because I have to go through sneakers right now. Why is Zoom opening? Man, get off of my screen. But what's good, man? I'm talking about some anime and stuff while I go through these sneakers that I need to sell. Man, I don't even want to sell these, bro. These go. But I don't wear them. I don't wear them anymore. Thunder Spectres, they're comfortable as shit though. But yeah, what's good? What's popping? I'm telling you, based on your reactions, you'll love JoJo Part 5. Cast characters, constant big brain, play decisions, you'll love that. Mateo, what's good? I'm really enjoying Part 5 right now, to be honest with you. It's just dope. It's actually really dope. So the more of that, the better for me. To be completely honest with you. I know it's just probably mad loud. I apologize. What anime do I want to talk about? Whatever y'all want to talk about, bro. We just, Q&A in it while I'm getting these photos taken care of, and you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I just have to take all these photos, bro. You know this. I mean, you may not know the sneaker game, but just gotta take some of these. And what's crazy too? Like, I don't even go through sneakers. Like, I don't buy sneakers to sell them. Like, I buy them to wear them. So, and then when I stop wearing them, I'm like, well, I might as well get rid of these mugs if I'm not wearing them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point of this right now. It's making sure that I get all the photos I need to take. You are on Part 5 on Patreon. Way ahead of YouTube? What you mean? I'm on Part 5. What you talking about? Am I missing something? You talking about Playboy? Oh, let me just get that. A little dirty. Sweet. Yeah, as far as like JoJo though, I think that's one thing too. Like, I'm just glad that this arc though does feel better already. Like, let's just keep it a stack. I think the arc itself feels better already, which is dope. So I do like that as well. Let me while we're at it, let me just bring up the what's it called so you guys can jump over here with your boy. Hold on. What the fuck? All right. I'm gonna put this up here really quick. Boom. Make sure you guys click that link. If you guys haven't been there already, you're not a part of like the actual community. You might want to click the link. That way you guys, one, don't miss anything that I post, but two, that's our community now, bro. So jump over there. It's mad fun. Y'all get to see a lot of BTS that goes on, stuff that's not here on YouTube or Patreon. All right. So where did I put those? My favorite anime. Ooh, that's a good question. In terms of favorite, let's ask this question. Is favorite like something that you'll always go back and watch? Is that favorite to you? Like, you'll just always go back and rewatch it? Is that what favorite is to you? What is favorite? Favorite as in what's the best? What thing do I think is like the best written, best animated? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what when you're asking that question, what exactly are you looking for? Is essentially my question. Because I feel like that question's super loaded, right? So, hey, Demoy Murray, got you, bruh. Let's go. Make sure you guys check that inbox so you can it's gonna send you a confirmation. So yeah. Always go back and watch. I've probably went back and watched more of Dragon Ball than any anime by a big margin. For sure. I can always like I think as far as moments go, there's like as far as like epic anime moments, I'm actually going to be doing a series on this, by the way. It's going to be super fire. It's going to be essentially reacting to the most epic, the most like the coolest anime moment. It's going to be really dope. But I think for me, that is probably the one that I will always kind of go back to just because it fucking is awesome. So and the moments in that show are fucking crazy. Like there's just so many fucking awesome moments. So for me, that's kind of where I'm at with it, to be honest with you. Hold on real quick. The fuck is going on here? Is this shit bugging? Hold on, guys. I'm just waiting for this thing to refresh properly. Yeah, my man said Ranking Kings is cool, bro. Ranking Kings is awesome, bro, for sure. Let me see. Chicka choo choo. But yeah, as far as story goes, I think too, like I haven't went to go back to rewatch anything from Naruto, but I know I want to go back and rewatch moments from Naruto like really bad. So there is that, you know what I'm saying? There is that. Even with Hunter x Hunter, I think is what has some really awesome moments. So yeah, like I don't know, like that's a real tough one to be honest with you. Like as far as what my favorite is, because as far as story, the one I'm most engaged in is like One Piece, Attack on Titan, right? Like those are story wise. Attack on Titan, as far as like it's a shorter anime, right? It's not a weekly shonen, and how it's put its story together to me is fucking amazing. I think it's awesome. So when it comes to storytelling, I think AOT is my favorite, with One Piece literally being right there. But just how they tell their stories are very different, right? Obviously, One Piece is a much bigger world, and there's more moving parts, and there's a massive journey that's in the that's there as well. Whereas AOT is more condensed. There's no fat. There's it's a really like thick, short story. So there is that as well. That's really fucking cool. So yeah, it's hard to say what my favorite is, if that answers your question or doesn't answer your question. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. John Crave Mines, as a YouTuber creator, how do you stay so consistent with putting out content? How important is a team to help with content creation? Bruh, that one is that one's difficult to answer, because consistency is relative. Consistency is perspective, because some people don't think I'm consistent at all, and then others think that I'm extremely consistent. And there's at times where I don't feel I'm consistent in certain aspects, right? So it's a real loaded question, right? A team is imperative. I just wish I had one. You know what I mean? I wish I had one for this channel. This channel is literally just me. So in that, it's really tough. It's really tough to watch everything, edit everything, upload everything on top of the stuff that I do outside of YouTube. It's just a lot. So cool thing about our community now with the Phantom Troop. If you guys haven't clicked that link at the top of the chat, do so. I'll be accepting your guys' stuff here, and we'll keep it pushing. But I get to talk to more of you guys in the community, and they're adding features to that app, by the way. So we'll be able to have like more inbox stuff, and I think they're doing a chat room as well. Like, there's gonna be some really dope stuff in there. But with that, it's the stuff to really get to know everybody, right? Because I'm pretty sure there's stuff that you guys see that I don't see. They're like, oh, I could really help you with this, and I'm like so caught off. I'm so focused on the creative aspect of stuff sometimes, where I'm just like, I didn't even think of that, right? And you guys may have skills that I probably desperately need, what I'm saying? But I don't know, because we can't really have a lot of conversations or get to know each other that well on YouTube. So team is imperative. With Ismahawk, it's you can tell it's imperative, right? But that's a production house, so we produce tons of stuff, right? So big productions, smaller productions, all the stuff that we're doing with Webtoon last year, there's a lot. So you have to have a team when you're dealing with stuff like that, which is why, I know people send me stuff of like King Vader and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, compare it to this or compare it to your stuff. And I think in that regard, I don't get caught up in that, because I know the work that goes into that, like literally know it, because it's what we do. We produce film. So I know it goes into it. So regardless of how I personally feel about execution and stuff, you will never hear me talk about that stuff here on YouTube. That would be a conversation that I would have with King Vader and his team, or Reanime and their team, or RDC, if I ever get a chance to link up with them and just talk to them about their process and stuff. Those are conversations that I feel I would have with them as creators, not a review of their technicals on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like it's, as fans of stuff, people don't really know what goes into making those things. So they just see the end product. They don't see the pre-production. They don't see the storyboarding. They don't see the writing. They don't see the cast hiring. They don't see the crew. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, okay, well, who are our grips? They don't understand any of that. They just say, okay, this is the video that I saw. Right? They don't know how long it took to film, how many takes each scene took, were there extra coverage, were there extra shoot days. They don't see the post-production process, who's running VFX, like who's doing the color grade. Like, people don't see that. So it's like, I would rather not have those technical conversations about other creators' works in terms of productions on YouTube, because 9 times out of 10, they're not making their money back that they invested in that video. It's just not going to happen. The views aren't a lot of, like, maybe RDC does, because their overhead isn't super high when it comes to like the cost of the VFX stuff. But I guarantee it took them a minute though to get like where they're popping, right? But like Reanime, like when you have because they have that, you're paying VFX artists, you're paying cinematographer, you're paying editors, you're paying like that costs. You know what I'm saying? That's expensive. And sometimes people are doing it for free. Other times they're like, look, like, I'll pay what I can. So it's definitely a challenge. LAO1 said, yo, did you continue on the manga after Black Clover anime? I have not continued. Should I continue? Should I read it on stream? Probably not, because I will probably get my channel shut down for that. What else? Let's see. Probably these. So yeah. What about these? Who are the other anime reactors you always watch? Be honest with you, bro. I don't watch reactions. Like, you guys really want to know the kind of content that I watch? I watch like film stuff. So things that are into like production side of things, like Film Riot, Corridor Digital. I watch movie reviews and stuff like that. So like John Campea show, stuff like that, like movie talk shows. I like film, so I like stories and stuff like that. So things that are in that space. Cars, anything that has to do with cars. I love cars. So like Engineered Explained, or like car review channels like Throttle House, or Motor Trend stuff here and there, depending on what it is. Car podcasts. I mean, I watch a lot, and then obviously tech stuff, MKBHD, Jonathan Morrison. Um, yeah, I mean, it just depends. Some anime stuff I'll catch here and there. If I want to catch like the homies' reaction to something like Reanimated, I'll like if I wanted to watch their reaction to Attack on Titans episode from today, right? I would be like, oh yeah, and then do that. But do you watch Chris Tuckerman? I've seen a lot of his stuff. I know recently he's actually making a film, so I haven't been able to kind of catch his stuff as of late. And I know he changed it up. And this is the other thing, he changed up his reactions, his reviews, because he's actually making movies now. And again, there's a respect there when you start doing said thing, because you understand what goes into it. Nobody's going into a movie trying to make a terrible movie. Everybody's going in to try to make the best movie they can, and then sometimes they fail. A lot of times it's failed. Because it's very difficult. A chat between you and MKBHD would actually be fire. I would love to chat with Marquez. I feel like I have a lot to learn from his young mind and how he approaches things. I love how he storytells within his tech videos. I think it's actually really good. When I was doing tech videos early on, when I started YouTube, I modeled a lot of like how he looked at things. I tried how to, try to emulate certain camera movements and stuff like that he was pulling off with obviously way less equipment. But yeah, he's an awesome creator. I would definitely love to have that. I think the most important thing about anime production is time. The most thing about any production is time. I tell people this all the time, and I know people may not really understand it. And it's not something that I came up with. This is something that's a production thing. You have cheap, you have fast, you have good, but you can only pick two. That's with any production, film, stage, animated, whatever. Those are the three things: cheap, fast, good, and you can only pick two of them. If you want cheap and fast, it's not going to be that good. If you want good and fast, it's not going to be that cheap. You follow me? So it's just one of those things where that's the process. You know what I mean? Do I like stand-up comedy? Yeah, stand-up comedy is awesome. It's one of those art forms that I feel like nowadays is getting lost due to just the climate that we're in now, and people being just overcorrecting. Let's say overcorrecting. Taking comedians for fact versus them playing with them just doing comedy. So yeah, personally, I love comedy. Like, comedy is awesome to me. But yeah. Dragon Ball Super, for example. Yeah, exactly. Like the early days of Dragon Ball Super really wasn't that strong, was it? So, but when you have that weekly vibe, though, you know, reaction to prison school. And guys, if you guys aren't aware, our community forum is actually it's pinned as the top comment on here. Head there. I'll add you guys here so you guys can be involved in the community vibes. And also, all of the weekly giveaways that I've been doing since like the beginning of February will be going through here now instead of on YouTube. So it'll just be easier for me to message people on here versus doing it through YouTube, because it's extremely complex. So if you guys want to stay up to date, don't want to miss updates, since a lot of you guys, the last stream I was finding out weren't getting notified, didn't even know I was doing reactions that I'm well into here on the channel. Really interesting. This is probably the easiest way to do it. So I'll be accepting everybody right now. So when you go through and apply for it, I'll accept it, and then yeah, we can keep it pushing. I'm trying to see all the first batch of stuff that I'm going to be selling, which is kind of like runners and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. And then I'll go into like my more expensive shoes. I really like this color. This color is fire. Jay Snow said, I need a behind the scenes on Ufotable production and Demon Slayer. I laugh my ass off. Animation is insane. Yeah, their team is wow. Like I honestly don't know I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how they pull off what they pull off. It's actually pretty wild to think about. Like their level of finish is it's actually phenomenal, dude. It's actually phenomenal. So really cool. Bow. Bow. Oh. Jeez. See, Nathan says, how was your experience with the Death Battle team? If you can choose a live action matchup yourself, what would you pick for Death Battle live action? Death Battle and Rooster Teeth are awesome to work with. Ben is great. Like, Ben is such a cool guy. His team is great to work with as well. Absolutely love them. Yeah, like, I have nothing bad to say about Death Battle. Like, they're such a great team to work with. The Death Battle that I would probably want to do live action. I mean, there's a lot, but everything's predicated on budget. Like, if budget wasn't an option, I would love to do like a real life Goku versus Superman. I think that would be dope. I think that'd be super fire. Or even Goku versus Saitama would be really dope. But I think that's the thing though, where finding the right way of doing it, because the problem, at least in my perspective, the problem with doing live action anime stuff is actually with how it's interpreted. Real quick, super chat, Travale Harvey says the Batman comes out next Friday. What are your expectations for the movie if you're going to see it? Okay, let me answer that first, and then I'll go back to what I just said. So I see Batman tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. I see it tomorrow night. So I will be doing a discussion about it. If you guys want to know my thoughts on it, let me know if you want to know my thoughts early. I won't do spoilers. Or maybe you want to do spoilers. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. Matt Reeves, yes. And I think too, like, Pattinson. Robert Pattinson is one of those actors. He had the same scenario that, ironically, Ben Affleck had. When Ben Affleck got cast as Batman, people were like, oh no, Daredevil? It's like, bro, he played Daredevil like 12 years prior to that. Have you seen any of his work since then? He's incredible. You know what I'm saying? So Robert Pattinson's the same scenario. Like, he's a phenomenal actor. So it's like, I have no issue. I have no issue with that at all. I'm excited and I love how it looks. It looks very visceral. It looks extremely dark and it looks awesome. I'm very excited about it, to be honest with you. And I hope it delivers. I hope that it's action packed and all that. So, but back to what was the question before? Let me just scroll back because I was kind of on something. Live action, right? So live action anime is actually how it's adapted. And I know this is the difference, right? Anime fans, because a lot of us see things go from manga to animation, we're like, yo, just translate it. Cool. That's awesome. That makes more sense than anything, right? Because it's already a drawn thing, right? You're just animating what is already a still 2D image. But when you start bringing things from 2D to real life, things get really different. Things get very different, especially if you're trying to make these characters live in a real world, right? So, for instance, Dragon Ball. The issue with Dragon Ball isn't the fact of VFX in flight or energy blasts. That's not the issue. The issue is character silhouette. What does that mean? If you turn off a light and you just had a silhouette of Goku, what is the most notable thing of Goku? His hair, silhouette, body type, right? So, there's certain aesthetics that are like, ooh, so anime fans want to see a carbon copy of stuff. But as anime fans, they don't understand how corny that shit looks to the regular audience. So it's trying to find a balance that is going to be really cool and a nod to the anime as much as you can, but you don't have a Saiyan armor with fucking shields that come way the fuck out here. Does that make sense? Like, it's finding unique ways of translating that type of stuff. So that's the challenge, is finding that middle ground of, okay, aesthetically I see where they're going, that's Goku, that's Vegeta, but it doesn't look like somebody put on a cosplay. And that's the difference when you see fan films on YouTube, why they don't translate the same. If you try to do that same thing with $1 million budget, it actually looks corny. So and I think it's hard to digest as anime fans of like, well, no, all these people love it. It's like, you have to understand, the anime community is small. It's very small in comparison to the wider film, the wider, TV, casual movie going audience. The anime community is very small in comparison. So it's a challenge. So it's one of those things you kind of have to figure out how to balance that. So I think, again, I would love to do a live action version of Goku and stuff like that. But it might make more sense if, we have a project that's coming out with Ismahawk that we did with Mari. I can't really talk about it. We shot it like 2.5 years ago. And it's dope. It's dope. But the concept though is like, how do you take inspired by Naruto, inspired by Dragon Ball, and make a new story live action to where it has things that you're like, oh, that's dope. Like, that's kind of a Dragon Ball or anime-esque type of thing, but you're not tied to an aesthetic or tied to a heritage silhouette, right? So you have more flexibility on how a character looks, but still referencing movement, still referencing, how the attacks would be. That's one of those things that I think is really challenging. And the other thing too, camera is way different. In anime, when it's drawn, you can go from an extreme super wide, like fish angle, when they do like the punches and they're like, ah, and it's like a fish eye, stretched eye here, and they're like that kind of aesthetic. Going from that to like a long throwed lens, they can do that when you draw it. Right? They can do that in animation. They're like, all right, cool. We're going to have this. This will be the camera movement. Boom. I'll just exaggerate this. And then it'll go from that to like a longer lens. Lenses don't work like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to have a fisheye that goes into a 200 mil. You know what I'm saying? Like, those types of movements are very, like, it's damn near impossible at this point in time to do that because lenses don't function that way. So it's a whole thing for sure. But yeah, so I think in that regard, it's figuring out some of those aesthetic things that people really want it to feel like. But I think it's a lot harder than people give it credit or give these film companies credit for. Like, if you even look at, like, some people are like, oh, I wish Japanese studios just did them. Well, if you look at, like, I'm sorry to say, what was that Tokyo Avengers movie that just came out? That shit looked trash. Like, I'm sorry, that The Promised Neverland, they look like cosplay characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, we're gonna make them look like the anime characters. The Bleach movie that's on Netflix looks like cosplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, would you really wear that type of shit? No, you wouldn't. Like, it doesn't look real, but you're in a real aesthetic world. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit at all. It looks like cosplay. I'm sorry. That's what it looks like. So what was the other movie? Attack on Titan. Same thing. It just doesn't look good. It looks corny. So it's like, there's a better way of doing it. People just haven't figured out that yet. Japan wants to make their IPs look exactly the same, but they run into the corniness. And I think that's what the anime fans want, which may be true, but also, I'm just saying. Promised Neverland live action had grown-ass adults playing kids. I mean, most movies have grown-ass adults playing kids. All the movies that you saw growing up that were like in high school, those people were adults. They were like 18, 19, 20 years old playing teenagers or young kids. Spiderman was supposed to take place in high school going into college. They were like in their 20s. Like, that's not an issue. But I think it's finding ways of utilizing, again, adapting. Like, that's an adaptation. If we're like, all right, cool, we can't find kids that can really play this. Okay, age them up. That's fine. Change this certain circumstances, but make the story still function the same. It'll be fine. And then lies the other problem is anime fans want to see what they've already read in live action. Like, I've already read this, so I want to see exactly what it was. Or I've already watched this in anime. I want you to give me the same exact shit, but in live action. As a creative, as a filmmaker, that shit sounds boring. That shit's like, damn, like, so you just want me to do a copy of what you already saw in the anime? Like, there's no creativity in that. It's just like, all right, well, the anime is essentially the storyboard, and I'm just literally copying that. As a creative, that's boring. Does that make sense? It's like, oh, well, shit. You know? So it's a whole thing, bro. Like, I wish it was as simple as people make it out to be of doing it, or all they had to do was this. It's like, I'm telling you right now, that shit is, I wish that was the case. It's usually not the case, though. It's usually not the case, bro. It's usually way different. So, we'll get off of that. We've been on that for a while. Charlie says Tom Holland was the first time they went with real Spider-Man stuff. What do you mean they went with real Spider-Man stuff? What do you mean? Hamza said, I want your opinion about Satoru Gojo and versus Sakuna. Who is going to win? I don't know. We know very little in the anime about either one of them. we know, like, it was so funny. People were like, oh, like, I remember when they had like best villain for that year for the anime awards, and people were like, oh, Sakuna, why isn't, he was like nominated, and I was like, but we don't know nothing about him, and he was, as far as a villain goes, was pretty trash as a villain or a protagonist. Like, he didn't do shit that entire season. Like, he just kept playing with your boy. Like, come on, bro. Joandy says, yo, what up? Adonis just got out of work. It's about 1:15. Glad I can make it. What's up, bro? Glad you could be here, my guy. Guys, if you guys are just now coming in, bro, make sure you guys jump over to the Phantom Troop. Link is up top. That's our new community. And we got Jalen Collier, bro. What's up? Can you see it? Right there. Bow. Jalen in this thing. Welcome, brother. Appreciate you. All right. So I'm trying to see if there's any other small joints I can get these. Let's see. We don't know, even in the manga, supposedly 20 finger Sakuna could be stronger. Current Sakuna losing though. Got it. Oh, I forgot about these, bro. These are so light, bro. These are like light as shit. I think I wore these like once. I think I wore these once. And you know what it was? It was this. Like, because of the fabric, like, I don't like shoes that buckle. And it was actually irritating me. I was like, man, it's annoying. I like shoes that have, some kind of sturdiness around the ankle. But yeah. Thoughts on the Mortal Kombat movie? Trash. That movie was whack as shit, bro. I actually did not like that movie. The movie was so dope. The first 5 minutes of that movie was a completely different movie. Like, completely different, bro. Like, that, the first 5 minutes of Mortal Kombat, I was like, oh, this movie is going to be spectacular. Like, I was like, oh my God, that's how they shot it. This whole, like, period piece type of movie. I was like, oh, this is it. And then we come to current time, and I was like, so disappointed. I was so disappointed, bro. I was so disappointed that I can't even tell you how upset I was about that. Kevin said those shoes are crazy. They are really dope. It's all recycled material. They're really dope. But man, I just wish that, you know, I was a Chuck guy. I guess I'm not. Like they look good on. It's just for me, like I said, I like the shoe to be more sturdy, and Chucks just aren't by design. So it's amazing that the NBA, they used to be the shoe of the NBA was Chuck Taylor's. Holy shit. Crazy to think about. They fumbled the MK movie so bad. Bruh, I was so upset because then they showed the first like 2.5 or first 5 minutes of the movie as like a sneak peek before the movie dropped, and we saw it and we were like, oh, this movie is going to be insane. And then when we saw the movie, I was like, oh, this is the intro of the movie. This is awesome. Saw it, and then right after that, I was like, you're kidding me right now. I was like, oh, Warner Brothers is at it again. Honestly, a Star Fox anime would be actual fire, but with Nintendo being so painfully overprotective of their IPs, it would never happen despite the potential. They might, though, because it's Japan. It's Japan. It's not just Nintendo. It's Japan. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with Nintendo specifically. It is Japan and their culture around their IPs, period. It's fucking sickening, actually. It's actually sick. So that's just what that is. You know what I mean? Still can't believe this movie is getting a sequel too. I mean, if they think that they can make money with it, you know, they'll do it. All right. Jordan 4s. Boom. These are pretty cool. Sold a little dirty, but somebody can clean them hoes and be all Gucci. Do you think Doctor Strange 2 will be bigger than Spider-Man No Way Home? No. Do I think it's going to have some crazy reveals? Yes. I think it's going to have some crazy reveals. I think there's going to be a lot of that might drive its legs with the movie. What does that mean? That means how long it makes money in theaters, I think will be really good based on that. But as far as like opening weekend, no. Nope. I do not think so. Unless the spoilers in that movie are so astronomical. Like if they're so crazy where people are like, look, you have to go see this, then that may change everything. But I don't know if that's really going to be the case. You have any Kobe's? Nah, Twister, no Kobe's. Wasn't really a fan of his shoes. Sorry. I remember I think the Kobe's and Kobe 2s, they look like fucking irons. I was not a fan. Was not a fan. Sorry, man. I wish I was. What? MHW anime is out right now. It's a pretty great adaptation of the game. What is that based off of? I'm sorry. Shenmue anime? I don't know what that is. Why are you selling them? Because I have so many shoes. Bro, I'm selling like, let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. I'm selling 52 pairs, and I'm still keeping the ones that are over here. I have too many shoes, bro. They need to go. They need to go. So these are cold, bro. These are fucking cold, G. Have any 11s? Joe asked me. Somebody asked me that yesterday. Yeah, I've read 11s. Joey Villanueva, appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna accept you right now, player. Check out your inbox for confirmation. Anybody that's done that's become added on here, make sure you guys go back to your email to get the confirmation so you guys can get logged in. Because I don't want you guys missing stuff. Where's the camera? God damn it. Where's the camera at? I'm tripping right now. But yeah, any retro sevens? No, I'm not a sevens fan, bro, to be honest with you. Not a sevens fan, not a nines fan. I'm not really a threes. I'm not a two or a threes fan. Sixes are okay. Some fives, some. I'm still not like fours are my shit. Fours are my shit. Ones are my shit. Some sixes. 13, bro. So hear me out. I had always liked 13s, but I had never owned 13s. And then the first 13s I got were the Chinese New Year 13s. And they're so fucking comfortable. And then I ended up getting the blue and gray Flints. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, yo, these are amazing. And then I got the red and gray Flints. And I was like, yo, like the 13s might be my favorite one to wear. They're fucking sick. They look good. They feel good. Yeah, 13s hit, bro. Oh my God. I think I like dancing in fours the best. But I also haven't danced in 13s, so I can't really tell you if they're my favorite. Flint 13s are my favorite, bro. Flints are, man, what an awesome silhouette that shoe is, bro. That silhouette is fucking beautiful. And they go with everything. They go with everything, bro. Dress it up, dress it down. They go with everything. It's actually really scary with how much that shoe goes with. He said he's selling 52 pairs, and here I am with 6 pairs of shoes and still wasting time choosing which one to use every day. Nah, man. Look, I honestly, bro, like, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I was like, man, I need to show us your favorite pair that you have now. Favorite pair. Honestly, bro, I couldn't really tell you what my favorite pair was. I know they're probably gonna be like, because I don't know. That one's tough. I'm not gonna lie. That one's really tough. Because they have different favorites for different reasons, right? So I don't know. Where are the mags? The Air Mags, bro? What you think I am, bro? You think I am, son? Get out of here, bro. Hey, you got the money for like a $12,000 shoe, right? Get the hell out of here, bro. Not where are the mags? Get out of here, bro. Favorite color, like just in general. Man, these are cold when they first came out. These are dusty as shit. You need to get clean. I need to clean these. They have like some kind of residue on them or something. I don't know what the fuck that is. They've been in this box this whole fucking time. I only wore these a couple times. No, but these are pretty fucking cold though. All right, so I'm gonna delete that I at M7, bro. I'm not about that, player. So we're gonna put you in timeout, player. Do you like any 12s? Look, 12s. I like 12s. I just don't like them on me. I don't like the silhouette on my body. So unfortunately, 12s aren't my cup of tea, but definitely a nice silhouette. These were like the first 720s to come out. I keep forgetting what they're called. They're like, I forgot what the actual sneaker. You know how they have like the sneakerhead name for the sneakers? Forgot what the ones were for these. They're like hyperspace or something like that. I forgot what. But they had like this fucking silver ass paper. Like, you see this shit? It's like all reflective and shit. So show resale prices. Shoe resale prices are insane. Depending on the shoe. Like, it just depends on the sneaker. Like, I don't flip shoes like that, so I couldn't tell you, which is why I have to like go and do research and post them. Y'all have a grail? A shoe always wanted that you never got your hands on? I mean, I don't know if there's a shoe that I've always wanted that I never got my hands on, to be honest with you, but I did have the Space Jams. Like, when the Space Jams like came back out, I actually did a video on my channel with them when I got those. They were dope, and then I gave them the butter. Yes, I gave him the shoes. I gave him those and the Gatorade 6s, like the all green suede Gatorade 6s. I gave him both of those. Let me see. See if any of y'all came back in yet. If you guys haven't joined our community, man, do so, bro. It's real easy. Click the link at the top. Make sure you guys join over there so you guys don't miss all of our future stuff that'll be popping off. And then I'll give you guys a shout out here. All right, next shoe that I need to grab. EQT. Let's do those. I gotta clean these, but these were fucking fire when they came out. Oof, boy. Definitely need to clean them a little bit though. Couple stains. That'll be easy to clean though. Do I have any replicas? Nah, I don't do replicas. I'm not upset at people that do, because I know people are like, oh, well, I just want the look, and that's cool. But for me, like, sneakers are like, it's like art. You know what I mean? So when it comes to stuff like that, like, I would rather support who actually did it versus somebody that just copied it and is reselling the same type of shit. Like, I don't know. It's not really my thing. Again, I don't hate people that want to do it. People have their own prerogatives, so I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing with your own money. But you know, that's just my thing. Trust me, I get hit up all the time by companies like, oh yeah, we have sneakers, blah blah, for sale. And I'm like, I go to the website and they'll have like off-white off-white Jordan 1s for like $300. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Pissing me off at that. I don't hear that. Do you have any dunks? Yes, I do. Though actually, I have a pair of dunks that are one of my favorite pair of shoes, actually. So these are not extremely rare, but they're very controversial. So these got pulled from Nike because they took the Gucci logo and replaced it with SBs. And then Nike got a cease and desist from Gucci, so they had to pull them. So yeah, those shoes go. They're actually really dope. Bro, where can I find the Naruto reactions? Not available on YouTube. Big fan from Mexico. Some of them are on Patreon. But keep in mind, I actually started Patreon closer to the end of Naruto Shippuden. So things that happened prior to Naruto Shippuden don't have really any Patreon content, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Joandy said dream cars. Boy. Oh boy. I got all types, bro. Like, cars are my thing, so that's always been a thing for me. I have all types of dream cars. We got Lee McLean Jr. in this thing, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. I'm gonna accept you right now. And make sure you guys check your email so you guys get that. Phantom Blood said, oh wait, never mind. What? Are you gonna react to Bleach when it comes out? I will. I'm gonna be doing a rewatch of Bleach as well. So make sure you guys again join the Phantom Troop. Up top is joining free 100%. And you guys get the ability to gain Patreon content for free over there. It's not everything on Patreon, but it's like a la carte vibes. And you'll be able, and when I mean earn it, like it's not like, oh, well, if you pay $3, it's not that. It's actually earning through engagement in the community and stuff, and helping with like posting stuff. Is actually really dope. And like little games and challenges that we have, it's actually really cool. Just for those that can't financially do that, because I don't expect everybody to be able to, but some people still want to support in other ways. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I need to see if I can get these batteries changed out though. These right here. Does anybody know what these are? Does anybody know what these are? These go. These go, bro. These are so dope. Euphoria is the name of a hentai. Euphoria is the name of a show though, with a Zendaya. Zendiagram. No, we don't support. Get out of here. These are the PG2s. They're actually a Sony PlayStation Paul George collaboration. They're fucking sick. They're so dope. Like they have like little PlayStation logos in here. I gotta see if I can find where the battery is for this, because that one turns on. The PlayStation logo lights up and shit. I don't know if you can see it. Power that off. Yeah, these are super dope. Real dope details. I think the other one though might be. Yeah, I think this one. I gotta find out where the battery is for these. Where's your battery at, cuz? Where's your battery at, cuz? I was for real about to guess that pair. Hey, bro, you would have been right, but you didn't guess it, so you're wrong. Yeah, these are super fire. I actually really like these sneakers a lot. I wore them a couple of times, but not like a ton. I should probably clean these. Yeah, let me clean these. I'm gonna clean these for sure. Because the bottom of them soles got something on it. I'm like, I can't do that. Can't do that. Is replica when a shoe is remade or like fakes? They're like fakes, where somebody says, hey, I'm gonna take this and make it because the factory that makes them probably also makes the fakes, or you know what I'm saying, China. So they're like, well, shit, we have a manufacturer that can make them, so they'll alter certain things, or the quality won't be as high, and then they'll resell it for as the same shoe though. They'll be like, oh, these are you know, Yeezy Belugas. And you'd be like, all right, they're not selling them as a different name or a different brand. They're literally branding them as the company and the sneaker. So it's like, what? Okay. It's like, all right. So for them, like, oh, well, you know, it's like, there's no homage. There's no like, it's like, no, you're literally stealing them. Like you're stealing their designs and then reselling them. Like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. Like Nike Air Force with Supreme logos. I mean, some of those will be like those, some of them may be actual partnerships, but it's a tricky one. That one's tricky. That one's definitely tricky. What y'all talking about? Okay. Any other anime stuff y'all want to talk about, bro? While I'm taking all these fucking photos. Shoot photos on photos on photos and photos. Nah. Low key, the Nike sneakers app is not even low key, bro. High key. High key, it's trash. High key, bro. Is joining the link up top free? Yes, Charlie, it is 100% free. 100%. That's our community. So that's strictly for us, bro. You getting on Elden Ring? Not at the moment. Should I be getting on Elden Ring? I have no idea if I should or not. So if that's something that y'all think I should do, then I might. I'm like, well, should I stream it? Should I not? Should I just play it? All right. What's the next joint? What are those? The mids? Let's see what these are. I have so many. I don't even know what. I think these are the blues. Yeah. Bro, I literally got these, wore these once, and then never wore them again. I literally got them, wore them once, and never wore them again. Oh, and they're clean too. But I'm just like, damn. Stream would be fun. I mean, I wish. Here's my thing, right? Is I'm not even sure if people want to see me game stream. To be honest with you, because I'm not that good of a gamer. You know what I'm saying? I think I need to have somebody actually build me. If I do want to do that, build me like stream assets and stuff, like overlays, because I'm not good at that stuff. I wish I was, but you gonna play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands? Yes, 100%. Because it just looks like Borderlands, but the main character's Tiny Tina. So I'm with that all day, bro. Borderlands is my shit. Sugar. Were you ever into the Yu-Gi-Oh series? Nah, bro. I thought it was corny, and then when I found out that this was really before I was really into anime. Keep in mind, this shit was like 90s, bro. You know, like Pokemon times. And yeah. So during that time, I was like, nah, this shit look corny, but I didn't understand what the 4-kid dub was back then. And then I found out that what that was a 4-kids dub version of Yu-Gi-Oh. So I was like, oh shit. So I wonder if that shit's actually fire. You said, are my chats getting through? Yeah. Most hated anime character, keep it buck. Keep it a buck. Most hated? Hated anime character. I don't know if I hate an anime character. I know certain characters that really piss me off. Like really piss me off. Or hate for a good reason, like they're written really well and I hate them. That's a thing. So what do you mean by that? Like characters that I just don't fuck with, or characters that are written really well that make you hate them? You know what I'm saying? Like most annoying. So again, are they written to be annoying, or are they just like, you know what I'm saying? Like if their point is to be annoying and it annoys me, then it's doing good at what it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Didn't want to watch no show about animal cruelty. Me personally. Okay. I don't like Subaru. I think him as a character annoys the shit out of me. It's a really good question. Other characters that just really annoy me like that? I honestly think that might be it. That might be it for me is Subaru. He's annoying as shit. Like he's annoying as shit to me. I can't with Subaru. So yeah. Was worried about the first. We were talking about the Dragon Ball movie. I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it personally. I got these, the Sonics. These are fucking cool. These are a cool, like, just neat fucking shoe. I actually got these while I was at E3. They actually dropped while I was at E3 like a few years ago. Like these are actually like they're not something that you would wear all the time. It's just a really cool, like artistic fucking sneaker. I wish I had the box, but I do not have the box. Unfortunately. The box is actually really fucking cool too, but I wouldn't fit in my suitcase and it would actually get destroyed in the suitcase. So I was like, well, that's a thing, you know. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Go back here. We got Tom Carlos in this thing, man. He's a big fan, wanted to support you on here as well. I appreciate it, Tom. Appreciate you, brother. If again, you guys know what I'm talking about, click the link at the top of the chat. That's for the Phantom Troop. It is 100% free. It's just our community over there. And yeah. All right. I think I'll stop for now so I can, because I got to post all of these. I got to post all these. Have you watched World Mission yet? Like My Hero? Yeah. I saw that in theaters. I saw that with Happy 117. If you guys are unfamiliar with Happy 117 on TikTok, I did a podcast with him on here. But yeah, me and him actually saw that when it dropped here in theaters. Dope movie. I saw it in 4DX. I've never done a movie in 4DX before, and I fucking hated that shit. That shit. Oh, I do not like 4DX at all. I think that shit is fucking trash, bro. I was like, nah, this is not it, bro. At all, bro. I was actually really upset at that shit. I'm like, because I like eating popcorn and drinking while I'm watching my movie, right? So I'm not trying to eat like fucking going all over the place and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And like I like focusing on scenes and I'm reading shit. So it's like subtitled and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's too much, bro. I can't do that. I can't. That 4DX shit is trash, bro. Do not like that shit. 4DX is when your seats move, it's like motion. No, bro, this shit is fucking annoying. The motion, if it rains, yeah, like they missed you and shit. It's fucking so. I was like, no, I don't want to be on a fucking motion ride while I'm watching a movie, bro. I just want to watch this thing. But it was actually the only one that was happening. Like, you play b-ball? I was playing basketball since I was like 5 years old, like on teams and leagues and shit like that, all the way up to like my freshman year of high school. Play varsity my freshman year. I was like JV varsity. They would bring me up for certain games because my first year in high school was actually the first year of the school. So there was no seniors at the school that year. So some of the JV players were on the varsity team, but also played JV. So depending on the game, they would bring us up for the varsity game if they needed a bigger roster. Because we only had, I think, varsity had 9 on the squad. So they would bring us up. So they would bring us up all the time. So I was playing varsity my freshman year, and I fell out of love with it, man. It just wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't fun, and also I think too the just understanding how tall I was like, look, because I could jump. Like I'm only 5'7.5", 5'8". I'm like 5'8" with sneakers, right? So I can get up, I can catch a oop, like I can jump really fast. And I can handle the ball as a point guard. So my peripheral was always good. I could dime all day. But when I noticed that my godbrother was getting recruited by colleges as a freshman as well from other schools, but he had like 2 or 3 inches on me, right? I wasn't getting looked at all. And I was like, look, let's look at the realistic nature of this, and just seeing that and knowing like, all right, I don't think this is really going to be where I'm going. So it's a good decision. And I went and just focused on track. Because I just wasn't growing anymore. I was like, all right, well, I would have to be super exceptional. And at that time, I just didn't have that kind of work ethic to really want to push for that. And it just wasn't fun anymore. I was like you would go like it was one of those things where at that point it's like, all right, well, if this was the only skill I had, I would really dive into it because I know that'd be like a money maker. But it wasn't the only skill that I had, so I was like, well, I don't think this is the way to spend my time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have to become unbelievably good, at my height. So, and at that time, there was only a couple people in the NBA that actually had a name for themselves under 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? There was only like a couple, and their careers didn't last that long. So, it is what it is. Emery said 40X is like the theater saw Rumble packs and said, you know what would be cool? We put these in every, bro. That's really what it is. But like they motion too, so like they rock and it's the worst. It's so bad, so bad. But yeah, Steven said point guard. Yep, point guard, boy. That was the role for sure. Let's see what y'all got. Only one of y'all did this. Only one of y'all did this challenge, bro. Come on, bro. People got scared. They're like, oh, well, I can't do thumbnails. It's supposed to be fun. Oh man. Hey, Scourge, I appreciate you, bro. They thought I was like dead serious. Like, yo, I need you to create a thumbnail for me. Like, nah, bro. I just want to see what people come up with. I think that should be hilarious. It's all good. What? Yeah, I just want the. Oh, it's not done yet? Oh, it's still got an hour to go. Y'all should jump on that, bro. I just want to see what y'all can come up with. That should be hilarious. Earl Boykins? Why does that sound familiar? But yeah, outside of that, what other anime stuff y'all want to talk about, man? Talk to your boy, bruh. Talk to your boy. Phone pause it. All the J's at the bottom. Let's see. Hear that stool creak? Show the bins, bruh. I can't take my camera that's connected to this computer outside. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep it though. To be honest, like I like it a lot, but man, it's so big. It's so big, bro. Like I miss my A45 a lot. Like the more I drive it, like obviously this car feels more comfortable. Like I like that a lot, but man, it's such a big car, bro. Like it's a big, and I'm like, fuck. I don't like how big it is. It looked beautiful. Like it's pretty, it's sexy. But fuck that car is big. Any new shows you watching but not reacting to? Dion. I love Dion. Raising Dion on Netflix. I like that show a lot. So the second season, I'm watching that on my own time. How you like where Boruto going right now? Would you change anything about the story? I haven't read the current chapter yet. Me and Toshi should be reading that tomorrow, hopefully. Actually, let me call him right now. Let me see what Toshi doing. Should I FaceTime Toshi real quick? See what he on. Y'all about to see the real. Y'all about to see the real. What the hell he doing? He like, I don't know you, cuz. He might be asleep, to be honest. Or he might be packing. I think they just ended their show last night or the night before. So he's probably tired. Or he might be on stream actually. He might be streaming at the moment, to be honest. Come to think of it. Oh no, today's Sunday. He's doing this what's it called? His sessions. Nah, he's doing the lab up. The lab up is like him and Devik's dance training session they do on Sunday. So he's definitely doing that. Mikkel said the chapter is so fire. I mean, people have been saying like, "Oh my god, have you seen the Boruto?" I'm like, I haven't seen it yet, bro. Boruto chapter 67. Like, I know, bro, I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen Boruto? Like, I haven't read it yet, bro. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. What do you say? The animation between Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer season 2, which would you say is better? As far as animation quality, Demon Slayer. As far as quality goes, yeah. Quality, yes, Demon Slayer. As far as fight sequences, it's really close. It's really close. I couldn't tell you because obviously one really runs primarily with swords, right? So the fighting styles are very different. Whereas in Jujutsu, it's very like Naruto hand to hand stuff that's going on. So the fighting styles attribute to how the fights go. So it's very different. So it's hard to say which one is better. Just if it was like two sword style animes, then it'd be easier to compare. But that's really hard to say which one is better as far as the actual fights to me, like how they're choreographed. I couldn't really tell you how I would feel. I would have to maybe see like each fight next, like the best Jujutsu Kaisen fight versus this fight. Just kind of like analyze it, but they're both incredible. They're both really dope. Everybody used to live in the US, right? What's the single best difference between living in Australia compared to the US that doesn't make you miss being in the States? That one's a good question. Because I miss the States, but I miss it for certain things, right? But then there's certain things that I like here, like the lifestyle living is different out here. People aren't trying to survive out here. And if you live in the States, you know exactly what I mean. Like the States feels like people are trying to survive. And I think people don't really know that they're trying to survive because they haven't lived anywhere else but the United States. But me being out here, and I noticed it in 2012 when I came out here for the Java show, I was like, hold on, people out here they're out here, they work to live. They work just to work, not to like try to live and survive, right? And the best point is like how the work hours are. Work hours here in the Gold Coast are like 9 to 5, literally. Stuff closes at 5 o'clock, 5:30 at the latest. And then you have one night a week that has late trade, so things are open till 9. Sundays, things aren't open at all. And if they are open, they close at 4:30. Obviously, bigger cities in Australia, they'll be open later depending on how large the city is. So, like Sydney and Melbourne will have later trades on Saturdays and Sundays. But Gold Coast, where there's 600, 700,000 people, no. And the living wages out here are much higher. So much higher. When you're a certain age, you can't make less than a certain amount of money. Like it's actually impossible. Like if you're like, oh, I'm this old, it's like, well, you have to make at least this at this job because of your age. So yeah, it's very different. It's very different. So you don't see a lot of, I'm not saying there isn't homeless, but there's nowhere near the percentage, based on per capita, it's not even close. It's not even close. The flooding affecting you over here in Logan is bad. Oh, whoops, you in Logan, bro? Oh shit. No, not down here. Like I know my backyard was like underwater, like the grass and shit, but we have like a massive drain in the backyard, so it just like funnels to the street. But where I'm at, I'm on a hill, so like the water comes down the street anyways, so like it doesn't really pool anywhere. Yeah, I know one of my friends, Auntie, she's a dancer in Brisbane. Her whole house it's like underwater. I was like, fuck, like that shit is terrible, bro. Did you see the teaser trailer for Demon Slayer season 3? I swear I'm so excited for it. When is that gonna come out? 2024? I don't be getting excited about the trailers, bro. Like they're meant to get you excited, and they're also so far off where it's like, man, they're so far away. So it's like, who's your favorite anime character? Mine is Madara Uchiha. Madara is fucking, man. I'm telling you right now, he was one of the dopest characters. He's one of those characters that actually lived up to the hype of him. you know, certain animes, they build up a character and you finally get to that character and like, meh, kind of how Yu Yu Hakusho built up to Goro and you finally saw him in his final form and I was like, this is what we was waiting for, this anticlimactic ass fight. I was like, okay. Madara was not, that nigga was built different, bro. He's the epitome of when the anime talks about a character and then that character shows up and they was like, oh yeah, he was one of them one. It's like he's that. He is exactly what people thought he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some people are like, oh, they always heard the stories. It's like, oh yeah, I heard. It'd be like people right now. And it's so funny. People that basketball things that come up so much. People that talk about Jordan, like, oh, you know, LeBron's better. Like, bro, I've seen both of them play. I'm not talking about clips. I'm not talking about the little highlights you guys catch. I'm talking about I've seen Jordan play a full season, multiple seasons. You know what I'm saying? I remember the entire second three-peat. Like, remember it. I remember some of the first three because I was like 4 or 5 years old at the time, right? So, but I'm trying to tell you, like, it's like if they took him out, like in like 95 season, and they took him and they stuck him right now in the NBA, they'd be like, oh, this nigga is different. Like, yo, they was right. This dude is a prop. Like, it's not the same, bro. It just ain't. It's not the same, bro. So it's just really interesting to me. But yeah, he said he's Black Air Force energy, but he's crazy, bro. He was just one of those characters that you're just like, because they built him up the entire show since the original Naruto series. So when he finally showed face, you were like, oh shit, right? And you saw the difference between how him and Obito were. Like, Obito was he was dope, but he was not Madara. Like, he was not him. I was like, yo, okay, he's different. So yeah, definitely dope. Make sure you guys click that link though, bro. If you guys haven't joined the community, man, link at the top of the chat. It is 100% free. Make sure you guys join that though, so you guys don't miss any of the future stuff. Because you guys have not been notified about my shit, and YouTube just keeps suppressing everything that's going on here. So make sure you guys do that for yourselves, do that for the community, and earn some free fucking Patreon content while you're at it. It's pretty dope. I'm not a manga reader, but since you are, did you ever think of a character differently from when you read them in the manga and when you finally saw them animated? I don't read mangas like that. So I'm not a manga reader. The only two mangas that I've read are Attack on Titan and Boruto. I don't read mangas. Oh, and then Dragon Ball Super, which is obviously, but those are the only mangas that I've read. So I couldn't tell you. Yeah. Couldn't tell you. And reading Attack on Titan, it reads like a storyboard. So if you don't know what a storyboard is, it's kind of like how it's how movies base their shots off of. It's like a shot list. So like, all right, this shot's going to be this, and they kind of draw a scene. So you know exactly what the scene's going to be like, where the camera's sitting from the camera's perspective. Do you think Shisui had the potential to become the first? Oh, who? Do you think Shisui had the potential to become the first Uchiha Hokage if he stayed alive? I don't know, bro. I haven't seen all the extra stuff of this character. I haven't read the different novels with this character's in. So I don't know. He was whatever to me when he was on screen. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I don't know. How I fall asleep and miss like 50 challenges on the Phantom Troop. I must be, bro. You was knocked. You were knocked, bro. My man was out. The backstage app is really good. Send notifications. Hey, Scorch, appreciate it, man. Scorch be in there. Scorch and Gramps are be in there supporting, bro. It's actually really dope. Scorch is the only one that did the thumbnail challenge, bro. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm doing this. This is fun." Kristen in here, appreciate you. She says, "My boyfriend and I enjoy your content on YouTube and would love to be more engaged in the community." Hey, appreciate you, Kristen. Thank you so much. Tell your boyfriend I said what's good. Shisui was wasted potential. Shisui. All right, here's my thing. certain characters are there for other characters' story development, right? It's like when people say like I'm trying to figure out like a character that people like really hold on to, like, oh, they should have did. It's like, yeah, but they weren't. They're written for. He said he got his eyes snatched. That's like, I mean, but that's what I mean. Like, you have to like. I think that's one thing. Even with scaling conversations, I think are really interesting because you have the feats that actually are there and statements that actually make sense, and then you have things that the author will put in there just to progress the story for a particular reason. Case in point would be Resurrection F, right? Everybody knows Goku has when his guard is down, he's susceptible to damage, right? People are like, oh, but Goku can't be that strong because you got hit with a laser on his back. It's like, all right, cool. Does that sound crazy? Of course it sounds crazy. But the writer thought that, oh, well, because he let his guard down, he's susceptible to a laser blast. Okay, sure. But the whole point of that was to get Vegeta into the fight so Vegeta could show Frieza that, hey, I'm one of them guys too. I've been a Super Saiyan this whole time. Let me put hands on you. That was the whole point of that section. So when people utilize that in like a scaling debate, oh, well, the laser, it's like, bruh, but some things are just written to try to progress a story for another thing. It's not really meant to showcase an actual feat. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, well, we need to get this to happen. So how can we circumstantially make this a thing? Okay, well, if the Frieza is knocked out, then okay, well, maybe Goku's not paying attention, get hit with a laser. Okay, well, that will work because they just want Frieza and Vegeta to fight. Does that make sense? Some things aren't that deep. People try to go super deep. It's like, oh, well, I think the laser, it was set to kill characters that are as strong as Frieza. Like, bro, y'all doing way too much. Y'all doing way too much. It's not that deep. Sometimes people just write shit bad, and it's just written to get to that point with Vegeta. Does that make sense? So certain characters are just there for other characters' development. They're just there for that, unfortunately. So when people say certain characters wasted, it's like, was that the author's intent was just for them to say, okay, well, we're going to do this and say, well, he's going to be there really for Itachi's development. So while he may be talented, is he just there for Itachi's development? Something to think about. Again, it's just interesting. I think people just really want to hone in on characters they really like. I think personally, just being kind of in both worlds of in the writing space, in the film space, but also as a fan of properties, I think people really want certain characters like Gohan, like, oh, well, he's wasted potential. No, he's not. You just want him to be dope, but they've proven time and time again they write him the same. They've always written Gohan the same. Always. This is what it is. They've always written him the same. So I don't know. Did I like the ending of Attack on Titan? Yeah, I was fine with it. Again, so the reason why Attack on Titan, I think people were frustrated with the ending, I'm not going to spoil it by anybody, is people let their thoughts on what they want shit to be become their expectation, right? Their theories, all their like, oh, like, I'm gonna think about this and this could be really dope, and then they expect it to be that, and then when it's not that, people bit like, oh, what should have been this, blah blah. It's like, well, that's not what the author was trying to tell. Like, they were telling a different story. You wanted it to be something completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same argument that I have with Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones last season was definitely faster than it should have been. It should have been 10 episodes, I personally think. Things just kind of happened too quickly. But people are like, oh, the ending was so stupid. I was like, no, the ending makes perfect sense. The ending makes perfect sense. The problem is people wanted it to be this person and that person. It's like, bro, but that doesn't make sense for the story that they are trying to tell. that like It may be what you thought you wanted, but that's not what the story was trying to tell. I don't know, but um what KW said, all I know is next week's episode finna be some heat because this week's looks like they ain't spend no money on it. You talking about AOT? I mean, it was cool. It was a cool episode. But a lot of it was trying to, it's again, AOT is very story driven. So, and season 4 has a ton of action in the second, like in this half, there's crazy shit. So I can't imagine how much budget they're spending on that if it's done properly, but keeping the fingers crossed. Honestly, I think Kentaro Moria's ultimately untimely death is a reason some mangaka are effectively beginning to accelerate the progression and their endings of their respective series. Who is that? Who is the I'm not that well versed in authors of manga. So if you could inform me, that'd be awesome. Do you ever get into rom-com anime? Not really. Not really. I like the episode, but you can tell that they're conserving the budget for what's coming. Possibly. It's definitely possible. But yeah, I mean AOT though. I fuck with AOT super tough. Super tough. I think I am feeling the what's it called? The withdrawals of Demon Slayer, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like Demon Slayer had me on edge. You watch One Piece? I watch One Piece every week. Every week. Author Berserk got it. Okay. Since I'm watching 2 episodes a day, I hope to catch up someday on One Piece. Look, man, just enjoy it, bro. Just enjoy it and you just go along for the journey, bro. Certain days you'll watch more because you'll be like, oh my God. And certain days you'll be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take a break. Like there's a lot. There's gonna be certain arcs that you just want to keep watching them. Like so. I feel like something's missing every week now that Demon Slayer is done till next. I know, bro. There's a demon Slayer shaped hole in my heart. I finally got around to reading Chainsaw Man. Nice. Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I definitely want to get into it, but I was like, you know what? Let me just wait. Let me wait. Let me be patient. It'll come around and I'll enjoy it then. Hopefully it's sooner than later because that would be great because I really want something popping right now. I watched first 100 episodes, then went straight to the time skip. I should circle back to the older episodes of One Piece though. Are you team Borosumi or Borusada? I'm sorry. The names, bro. I need more specifics. I need more specifics, bro. I was way with what? I was that way with Black Clover. Yeah, for sure. You hear My Hero's ending later this year? Okay. I mean, that's the thing too. Like some of these stories, I want some of the stories to end. You know, endings are good. That means that you're finished. You can start something new. You know, and you can appreciate the entire story of something. Like, oh, that's the entire story of this. So, definitely think that because I kind of like. I'm sorry, like that whole last season of My Hero Academia was rough for me to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, bro, can we just time skip this? I don't want to watch none of this. I didn't want to watch none of it, bro. I was like, oh, and then like when you finally got into what's his name's backstory at the end, like the last 3 or 4 episodes, I was like, oh, this is fire. But My Hero is insanely awesome right now. Oh, in the manga, I've been hearing that. Um, Sorry if I asked before, but did you like or not like Sword Art Online? I loved SAO first half of first season, like when they were actually in Sword Art Online. And then after that, I'm like, it became not Sword Art Online. And then I was like, so is it still SAO? Is it something else? When it went to the whole like elf thing, I was like, all right, this is cool. And then after that, I was like, the gun girl, I was like, I don't know about it. I'm cool. I don't know. I stopped watching it like during that time because I just thought it was, I don't know, the original, the sword art, the whole like we're stuck in here, we have to beat like that shit was awesome. I thought that was dope. And then yeah, then it became less dope. Wish they made season 2 of Demon Slayer longer. Bro, they had a whole movie and did another arc. That's a lot, bro. Like, that's a whole lot. And the quality was so damn high. Like, so high. It was too high. SAO spinoffs are effectively harem anime now. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess people love it. People buying it. I finished Dressrosa, and let me tell you, that arc was completely insane. Despite the arc length, and that man Dofi is top 5 anime antagonist hands down. Dofi is a problem, bro. Like Dofi is so dope. He's so dope, dude. Yeah, he's a crazy character, super complex. Like I love that type of character. So good. I've only watched what did I watch, guys? Fate Zero. Not gonna lie, animation was cool and the story was meh. It seemed like some of the characters were cool, but outside of the action, I was like, cool. I was like, all right, I don't think I'm interested in Fate. It just didn't grab me at all. Like, which is why I haven't seen any of the other ones. So I'm currently up to date with these ongoing mangas: Boruto, Dragon Ball Super, My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Black Clover. Okay, nice. Melody said Demon Slayer episodes felt like watching a short film every week. Ufotable is insane. Yeah, they were crushing shit, bro. Like that was kind of crazy, the quality they were putting out. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Me and Toshi were talking about like, man, it feels like they made a movie and we're like, you know what? Let's just cut this into episodes. Like the quality was that high. Usually, when you see animation, like some of the Boruto episodes, you're like, oh, this feels like movie level. Like Demon Slayer was just movie level. Like it was like, look, we're just gonna make a movie and then we're gonna cut it into episodes. That's what it didn't feel like movie, it was movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so fucking high. I've heard Rising of the Shield Hero, the Hero Shield. What the hell is I talking about? Is it good? I liked it. I enjoyed it. But again, I know people that didn't care for it. I think my brother didn't really care for it that much. Affordable CEO got locked up for tax evasion. Well, well, sorry about it. Shield Hero is awesome. That's what tax says. Guys, you know, it'd be awesome if everybody here was in the Phantom Troop. I think that'd be awesome because we could talk more about shit over there and it's free. So make sure you guys click the damn link, head there so I can accept you here. It's free. It's our community. So make sure you guys do that before the stream is up, bro. Mushoku Tensei, the best. I love Mushoku. Mushoku's awesome. And it ended so well, bro. I was like, it was heartbreaking, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man, Mushoku and To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity, I feel like is an anime that just doesn't get it just didn't get its due. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have it should be. Don't be jealous, bro. Whoa, shut up. It should be way higher than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sergio, what up, bro? What we talking about? We talking about you being in the Phantom Troop, bro. Click the link at the top. Don't miss it. Don't miss out. Be a part of it. It's free. Let's see if this shit started popping. So for those that said that I should probably start running ads for the channel, I started doing that today. So hopefully it's working. Hopefully it's working. If people start coming to the channel more, that'd be dope. And yeah, that's the plan. That'll be fucking sick. But just know since I started running the ads, and that's the thing too, like my channel just keeps like YouTube keeps unsubscribing people. I see it happen all the time. People like, I didn't know I was unsubscribed. I'm like, oh yeah, that was YouTube. They think certain accounts are just spam. They're like, oh well, I'm like, okay, sweet. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. If that translates. Um Lee said, have you thought about watching a new sports anime? I thought about it. Everything is going to be predicated on time, guys. Like right now I have to figure out how to get the channel re-indexed properly, because when I took that break a year and a half ago during COVID, just for mental health, when I came back, my channel got hit so bad to the point where it wasn't in search. So everything since then has been a fight for me to just get re-indexed. So regardless of that, it's trying to find things that are actually relevant that I can do, that it's going to get people to see the channel just based off of search results only. And then I can start doing other stuff that are more niche. So that's the challenge that I'm running into right now. So it's not just doing everything, it's trying to do things that are really going to get the channel seen again. Anime can make any sport look so good. I know, right? It makes you want to play that. What anime this year are you looking forward to the most? For me, it's My Hero Season 6. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't really know 100% what animes are coming back this year. I need to look at the list to see like what's actually popping, like what's actually coming. But My Hero Season 6, I'm looking forward to it being better than My Hero Season 5. Jesus, that season was not good. It just wasn't. I really wish it was. I wish it was good, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good. The movie was good. I liked the movie. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You gagging it. American or Australian pies? Well, they're different because they don't really do pies the way that Americans do pies. Americans do a lot of sweet pies, dessert pies. Australians do meat pies, savory pies. So it just depends. So it just depends on what it is you're looking for. I mean, I've had some of the dessert pies and they're cool, but meat pies smack, like they're super bomb. But you know, I guess the American version is like a chicken pot pie and they're not as good. So it just depends. I mean, based on freaking Uno, could you be fair on Uno? Nah. reverse. No way. I don't want to watch no croquet anime. He said, wait. I'm looking forward to this anime called Blue Lock. Okay. Wait, I'm actually hype also for the final Bleach arc. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. Deep dish pizza is also pie. Yeah, depending on where it's from. If it's from Chicago, that shit gonna be deep. Shit gonna be thick, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's cool out here. The food's good. You know, if things are getting better with flavor out here, like they're getting better at making unique dishes that are real flavorful. That's one thing that America's really good at, is making like real flavorful food, right? Like, oh shit, like that's actually delicious. Out here, it's like the really good quality food, like the healthy stuff, and like produce is really good, meat's really good, like just healthy vibes. There's an anime on badminton. I'm cool. Chicago style pizza is amazing, bro. Ugh, Chicago, like if you had actually had deep dish from Chicago, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. But yeah. Did any anime ending legit disappoint you? Yeah. Yes, 100%. Uh what's it called? Oh my god, Promise Neverland. Promise Neverland pissed me off, bro. I was really trying to like season 2. I was really trying to like it, and things just started happening too quick. It was so anticlimactic, and I was like, "What is going on, bro?" I was so upset because of how good season 1 was, which is why I say this all the time. When I watched The Promised Neverland, I was like, "This is probably the best first season of an anime I'd ever seen," right? People are like, "Oh, is it in your top 5?" And I was like, "No. You don't get top 5 until you got 3 seasons in. If you 3 season into something, then I can consider you established. I can consider you okay. You can be discussing the conversation. But just because you drop one banger, that don't mean anything. You're not in my top 5. I need consistency. I need how many seasons you got? You have for me, you have to at least have 3. At least. Demon Slayer is a very unique scenario. Demon Slayer is a very unique scenario because of the fact that it technically only has 2 seasons. But the quality is so damn high. It's so damn high in how realistic they try to make the world, in the sense of anybody can get it. It's not just we're going to go fight a bad guy and we're going to come out victorious. People get real consequences, lose limbs, lose a life. Like, anybody in the surrounding space can die in an instant. Like, there's something about that that just makes you be like, you know, World Breaker, Black Hulk, Omega Prime. That is a very powerful name. What shoes you have for sale? I got all types of shoes for sale, buddy. I have to put them up for sale though. Like, I just took some photos of some of them, like a quarter of them, and I still have a lot of shoes to take pictures of. Size, my size. No, it's 9.5 and 10, depending on the shoe. 9.5 and 10. I literally have the entire Dragon Ball collection. I gotta sell that. I want to sell it as the collection though, but we'll see. Nah, I'm not a tall man, sir. No size 12 here, my guy. Sorry. You have any of Jujutsu Kaisen, or you only watching the anime for that one? Only watching the anime. I usually don't read the mangas, guys. I usually just watch the anime. So, am I into the NFT space? Not really. It's interesting, but it feels really gimmicky. So until it has utility, I feel a lot of it is just hype right now. It's like, oh, like my biggest thing is people buy shit, right? And it's like cool, but the worth of it is off of hype. My thing is how many people have actually made money reselling said thing. Like, oh, this one thing now is worth $200,000. Okay, now who bought it on secondhand for $200,000? Or are they just holding on to shit? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but until there's utility in it, and I don't believe that it's on the blockchain either. So there's a whole other thing that I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying that there isn't potential in it and there's not a future, but currently I'm not sure. Sergio, are you going to do a Boruto chapter review? Yes, Sergio. Yes, I'm not upset at you, Sergio. I've just been asked that, I don't know, 200 times over the past 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, I will. I will get there. I will get there. What I do is watch the anime. Then when I catch up, I start the manga where the anime left off. Makes sense. But I don't like reading shit. So, which is interesting why like the webtoon stuff is dope, because I like it because there's color with it. Like the black and white stuff is cool, but like at a certain point, I'm like, I want to see color. Like I want to see mood. Black and white's cool, but that shit's old to me. Like I'm like, watch 86. I probably will. Again, everything is gonna be based off of what is actually gonna generate views, guys. Like I know it sounds crazy, but considering the amount of subscribers I have and how suppressed the channel is, like I was looking at analytics for my Attack on Titan video, and like only like 15% of my channel was notified. Come on, like what? Like, come on, dude. So there's just it's a rough one. So I was trying to find what's actually going to be popping. So Heather will be giving a movie on slime. Okay. Um, I don't know. Emery's talking about Crunchyroll. Um, so yeah, I'm not understanding. So this IDE M7 says this guy is a communist, lame channel. Oh man. So now I have to like report you. Damn, that sucks, bro. Sorry. Sorry, IDEM. I had blocked him earlier because he had said something crazy about the war, and I was like, "Nah, we're gonna put you in timeout." And then he's like, "Oh, this guy is a communist. How would hell?" Next, I ain't got time for that, bro. Funny enough, I finished watching Hunter x Hunter a couple weeks ago. Okay, nice. Do you finish? Do you play Final Fantasy VII Remake? I did. I didn't finish the first part. I got stuck on the bridge fighting Sephiroth, and I was like, man, I can't beat this shit. I'm not good enough. I'm like, I've already played the original. I'm good. Bro, I literally just gave up. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't got time for this shit. Because you beat like, because you have to beat like the different parts of him and shit. And then if you lose, you have to start all over. I'm like, bro, and I probably haven't spec my character properly. It's probably why I can't beat this motherfucker. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my time doing this shit. I'll spend 2 days trying to beat this motherfucker. It's not that serious. It ain't that deep. So yeah. But guys, I think it's about that time. Before we go though, do me a favor, guys. Do the community a favor. Click the like button and then go to the top of the chat. Click the link. Join the Phantom Troop. Become part of the squad over there. It's free and it's dope. So join your boy over there. That's our community. It's where everything's going to be going. I'm going to be phasing out Discord. And this will be kind of like our main scenario for that. So I want to make sure you guys are all over there. One, so you guys have the opportunity to win the giveaway stuff because I'll be doing that every week. And then I've been trying to message motherfuckers on here, and it's the hardest shit ever. So I'm like, all right, well, this be easier through there. And then two, it's just dope to chat with you guys over there and do cool challenges and just, you know, ask questions. And, you know, you guys get to see more BTS about what I'm doing, be closer on that space and get to know more you guys more. And they're updating a ton of stuff in the app. So they have a lot of updates coming as well to make things more engaging between all of us. So it's going to be fire. I have not played Elden Ring yet, sir, but I will be doing my best in regards to getting that popping. So, and then once you guys do that, bro, I'll accept the invite, and then make sure you guys check your email for confirmation. Have you had a chance to check out Odd Taxi? I have not. I have not had a chance. I'll do my best though. Try to get around to some of these. But I got to upload these freaking shoes, do that, and then I'm gonna try to get a reaction done for tonight for Patreon, and then yeah, we'll be on this thing. But I appreciate you guys, man, for rocking with your boy while I was taking some photos. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I may go live again tomorrow. I'm not sure. Let me know if I should. Let me know in the comments if I should. Other than that, man, I'll catch you guys later, bro. We out this thing.